Take a look at this, folks. The crypto market cap is sitting at a jaw-dropping 3.57 trillion. We're down 3.8% today, but there's still plenty to talk about. Bitcoin is soaring at 108,900 plus, Ethereum at 2,500 plus, and XRP is holding at $2.36. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Today's dip is at 2.724%, mirroring the 7-day trend. XRP's price range between $2.32 and $2.47. It's a tight range, but we're keeping a close watch. A shocking security breach has exposed sensitive data from nearly 70,000 Coinbase customers. But here's the twist. This wasn't a typical hack. Instead, it involved bribed support staff, turning an insider betrayal into a nightmare scenario. That's what makes this so unsettling. It's not just a cyber attack, it's a breach of trust. Somewhere overseas, individuals were compromised, and the fallout is nothing short of devastating. Absolutely devastating. Let's be real, keeping your assets safe for 8 years in this space feels like a near impossible task. Sure, the platforms we trust are secure, until they're not. Bribery, breaches, and negotiations with hackers, that's the stuff of nightmares. Case in point, Cetus just offered a hacker up to $6 million to return $55 million in ETH and frozen SUI funds after a $220 million exploit. Wild, right? This is exactly why self-custody freaks me out. Between hacks, robberies, and even kidnappings. It's a lot to handle. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, I'm not backing down on this one. And here's the thing. Very soon, I believe we'll see legislation that truly takes a big picture approach, putting solid safeguards in place for everyone. Meanwhile, President Trump proudly declares that the US is leading the way in Bitcoin and crypto, and he's determined to keep it that way. Gotta say, love hearing that energy from him. And check this out. Senator Haggerty, the mastermind behind the Genius Act, is making waves in the Senate. You got to hear what he says next. You're going to love it.
Also, we do want to talk about stablecoins with you because the Senate did advance the first of its kind cryptocurrency legislation. This is the Genius Act. Yes. You're very schooled in this, sir. Democrats initially had blocked this, but you claim this act is going to build momentum into market structure in general. So what do you mean by that? What do you envision?
Indeed, this is going to take us into the 21st century. We have a payment system today that was designed in the 1970s and the 1980s. It takes 5 to 10 days to clear a payment here. The technology is available on the chain to actually do this on an almost instantaneous basis. What this will also do is provide regulatory clarity to an industry that's been seeping offshore. Americans need to lead here. The innovation that we're capable of delivering here is enormous. And also the benefits of this will be to extend dollar's dominance, our reserve currency around the world, because it'll be used much more in the new digital environment. Additionally, it will stimulate demand for U.S. Treasuries because these digital dollars have to be backed up by cash or U.S. Treasuries.
Do you think that those that are voting against this, and it's, well, Democrats to be clear, though, but do you think that they truly understand this new market? I mean, there are many investors that say that they don't understand that the basics of stablecoins or cryptocurrencies. It's a new world for many. Do you think that those that are actually creating or voting on this policy understand the crucial role that stablecoin can play in global trade?
So this is a key reason that we've brought stablecoin policy to the fore first, because this is something that my colleagues do understand. This is simply taking our payment system into the 21st century. It's stable, it's dollar denominated. It's simply that these dollars have to be backed completely by cash or by U.S. Treasuries. That's safe and secure. And putting these sort of guardrails in place, I think all of my colleagues get this. But as you intimated, we're going to move into market structure. This is a complex market. This is a new market that's evolving rapidly. That's going to take a great deal more education. It's going to take a great deal more time. But I'm optimistic as we embrace this piece of legislation, and I'm delighted that we've got strong bipartisan support here, that we're moving in the right direction. And I think that America has got to be and will continue to be the leader in this innovative field.
No question about it. Big props to him. His bill is finally getting the attention it deserves. But wait, who just stepped in? It's Paulo Arduino, CEO of Tether. All eyes are locked on Tether right now, and here comes the real moment. Joe Coran hits him with a must-hear question.
To create a dollar-backed stablecoin is an important strategic asset.
Trump World Global?
Well, they would have to comply with the new federal law.
Right.
And no one right now complies with the work that we've done in the House or Senate on a Stablecoin Act. Circle doesn't fully comply. Tether is not even in the United States. It's outside the U.S. It wouldn't comply. So if we have a high standard, the world will come to that high standard for enforcement and for definition. And, you know, if the Trump coin can meet that definition, so be it. There'll be multiple competing stable coins, in my view. You see the headlines today that the large banks are thinking about collectively having a stable coin. It's a new payment rail in Web3 on a blockchain to compete with other payment methodologies. I don't view it as a store of value. I view it as debit cash, credit stablecoin, buy something institutionally or as a consumer.
Do you see it as hopefully disinflationary, meaning that it should take cost out of the system?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, blockchain generally, what attracts me to crypto is not crypto, not Bitcoin, but the operating system benefits of blockchain. I think it takes costs out of the system. I think for consumers, it creates accessibility. Look at the Benji, which is Franklin Templeton's money market account that's been tokenized. They can offer that at a higher rate and a lower dollar amount to customers because the cost has been taken out of the system.
On the topic of transparency, you've got to see this. Here's what Representative French Hill had to say. There it is. Representative French Hill truly gets it. He's breaking it down in a way that's clear, insightful, and on point. It's exciting to see Congress diving deep into understanding this tech at such a detailed level. But let's not forget, there are still some Bitcoin maxis out there like Joe Consorti who seem to be struggling to keep up with the bigger picture. Consorti even poked fun, saying, someone check on XRP holder, as he pointed to the Wall Street Journal's report about major US banks, think JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citi, Wells Fargo, teaming up to explore a joint stablecoin venture. Big moves are happening in the financial world, and it's worth keeping an eye on. I covered this in more detail in my first video, but shout out to Don from ESA, who's set to appear at XRP Las Vegas. Can't wait to meet him and his brother. They're absolute legends in this space. The bank needs to launch its stablecoin on a blockchain like the XRP ledger, not Bitcoin. What's your argument, Joe? Honestly, I can't help but laugh. Poor Joe doesn't seem to grasp how stablecoins or XRP work. Someone check on Joe, please. Here's the thing. You're not launching a stablecoin on Bitcoin. It's just not possible. At best, it would have to be on a layer 2, right, Joe? Exactly. And yet here we are, still going in circles with this debate. Bitcoin maxis are back on the struggle bus, bless their determined heads. But this is the real story. Major US banks are gearing up to launch a joint stablecoin. If they pull it off, it could shake the entire crypto world to its core. Is this a threat to XRP and RLUSD? Not even close. In fact, it's the opposite. Rowan Exchange understands this completely. This shift is set to bring more value to the protocol, as Representative French Hill pointed out. That, in turn, boosts XRP's unique position to facilitate markets for a variety of pairings. And that's the big picture. What we're witnessing right now is the traditional financial sector slowly stepping into the emerging on-chain digital economy. It's happening right in front of us. It's mind-blowing because we're talking about trillions upon trillions of dollars entering this space. Just incredible. But hey, this isn't financial advice, just my 2 cents. See you all in the next one.